You define the shipping terms for customers within customer maintenance. Enter these values on the billing detail sheet in the shipping terms group box. Select the ship via method your company uses to send part quantities to this customer. These methods can be company truck, FedEx, UPS Blue, and so on. This method is the default ship via for this customer's sales orders. But you can change the ship via method on ship to locations, and you can change the ship via method on sales orders too. The free on board, or FOB value, indicates the point at which the title of the shipped goods changes hands from your company to the customer. Some FOB examples include destination or shipping point. If this customer receives shipments in another country, enter the country exit code for the area or city where the goods cross the border. This optional field is used for interstat reporting. This field is available when you select the border crossing checkbox within internationalization configuration. For example, your company is in the Netherlands and this customer is in Canada. You ship goods out of Rotterdam. The Port of Rotterdam's code is 36. Next, determine how the Get Shipments process within AR Invoice Entry generates invoices. Select the Consolidate Sales Order checkbox to indicate this customer can have multiple sales orders placed on a single AR invoice. If you do not activate this checkbox, each sales order is placed on a separate invoice. When you select this checkbox, the Combine Packing Slips checkbox also activates. This places multiple packing slips from a sales order on the same invoice. If you do not activate this checkbox, the Get Shipments process generates a separate invoice for each packing slip, even if they are on the same order. You can combine details into a single invoice line as well. Select Consolidate Shipment Lines to combine shipment lines with the same part, order, and packing slip onto a single invoice line. If you like, use this option with the Consolidate Sales Orders and Combine Packing Slips options. However, if you do not select Consolidate Shipment Lines, you can instead activate the Invoice per Packing Line option. This indicates Get Shipments will generate one invoice for each packing slip line. So how do these options work? Let's say your customer, XYZ Metals, orders 200 metal rods from your company. They want 100 rods at a time, so you create 2 packing slips for this order. If you select the Combine Packing Slips checkbox, you generate one invoice for the 200 quantity. If you do not select this checkbox, the 2 100 quantity shipments generate 2 invoices. If this customer will pay penalties for overdue balances, select the Finance Charges checkbox. This activates the Finance Late Charge list in the Billing Terms group box. Select an option from this list to automatically generate finance charges on this customer's invoices. If this customer typically pays using a credit card, select the Credit Card checkbox. This becomes the default method, but you can select different payment methods on sales orders. Activate the Auto Invoice ERS order to select the Auto Invoice checkbox on sales orders and the ERS order checkbox in Demand Entry. This indicates that Evaluated Receipt Settlement, or ERS, invoices automatically generate for demand schedules and sales orders when you send shipments. This customer pays invoices based on the packing slips they receive from your company. You can change these values on specific sales orders and demand records. Select the Order Invoice When Complete default checkbox to cause this customer's sales orders to activate the Invoice When Complete checkbox by default. If you need, clear this value on specific invoices. And that's it! You've now seen the shipping terms options for each customer.